Abaribe dumps AK for Labour Party as Umeh, Hanga boost rising NDC. Senate boils over xenophobic attacks on Nigerians in South Africa. Abaribe dumps AK for Labour Party as Umeh, Hanga boost rising NDC. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your top political update. Nigeria's political landscape is shifting fast, and this latest development could reshape the road to 2027. Major names in the National Assembly are changing parties, alliances are being redrawn, and a new political force is quietly gaining momentum. Let's start with the headline move. Veteran Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe has officially dumped the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and returned to the Labour Party. Abaribe, who represents Abia South, is no stranger to Nigeria's political evolution. His move signals more than just a personal decision. It reflects growing dissatisfaction within the ADC, a party that has recently been battling internal crises and leadership disputes. But that's not all. In a parallel development, Senator Victor Umeh of Anambra Central has also exited the ADC. But instead of Labour, he has joined the fast-rising Nigeria Democratic Congress, widely known as the NDC. And from the northern region, Senator Rufai Hanga, who previously belonged to the NNPP, has also aligned himself with the NDC. 3 senators, 3 major moves, one clear message: Nigeria's political map is being redrawn. So what's driving these defections? At the centre of it all is the growing instability within the ADC. Internal disagreements, legal battles and leadership uncertainty have made the party less attractive to key political figures. For many lawmakers, staying in a divided party could be politically risky, especially with the 2027 general elections approaching. At the same time, newer platforms are gaining traction. The Labour Party, which saw a surge in popularity in recent election cycles, continues to attract politicians looking to tap into its strong grassroots support. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Democratic Congress, still relatively new, is quickly becoming a magnet for lawmakers seeking a fresh political identity. The entry of figures like Umeh and Hanga adds credibility and strength to the party's growing influence. Now let's talk about what this means for Nigeria. First, the ADC appears to be losing ground. When experienced lawmakers begin to exit in numbers, it raises serious questions about the party's future viability. Second, the Labour Party could be consolidating its position as a key opposition force. Abaribe's return may boost its legislative strength and national appeal, but perhaps the biggest story here is the rise of the NDC. With each new defection, the party is transforming from a fringe player into a potential powerhouse. If this trend continues, the NDC could become a major contender in the 2027 elections. And let's not forget, the ruling All Progressives Congress APC is watching all of this unfold. While it remains dominant, a fragmented opposition can sometimes work in its favour or backfire if a strong coalition emerges. As Nigeria moves closer to 2027, one thing is clear: political loyalty is shifting, alliances are evolving, and no party can afford to stay comfortable. Will the Labour Party build on its momentum? Can the NDC truly challenge the established order? And will the ADC recover from this wave of defections? Only time will tell. But for now, the message from Abuja is loud and clear: Nigeria's political game has entered a new phase. Senate boils over xenophobic attacks on Nigerians in South Africa. Good day and welcome to the news. Nigeria's Senate is in uproar following fresh xenophobic attacks targeting Nigerians in South Africa. The development has sparked outrage among lawmakers, raising serious concerns about the safety of Nigerians abroad and the future of diplomatic relations between Africa's 2 largest economies. During a heated session at the Nigerian Senate, lawmakers strongly condemned the attacks, describing them as barbaric, unacceptable, and a direct violation of human rights. Several senators called for immediate and decisive action, insisting that the lives and properties of Nigerians must be protected at all costs. Tensions have been rising in major South African cities, including Johannesburg and Pretoria, where anti-immigrant protests have turned violent. Foreign nationals, especially Nigerians, have reportedly been targeted, with shops looted, businesses destroyed, and individuals assaulted. These attacks are believed to be fueled by economic frustrations, unemployment, and growing resentment among some local groups who accuse foreign nationals of taking jobs and opportunities. However, Nigerian authorities have rejected these claims, emphasizing that such violence cannot be justified under any circumstance. Back in Abuja, lawmakers are not holding back. The Senate has resolved to send a high-level delegation to South Africa to engage directly with the South African government and demand urgent intervention. According to the Senate leadership, the delegation will seek assurances that Nigerians living in South Africa will be protected and that perpetrators of these attacks will be brought to justice. In addition, there are growing calls within the Senate for possible sanctions if the situation does not improve. Some lawmakers argue that Nigeria must take a firm stance to prevent a repeat of past incidents that have strained relations between both nations. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government has summoned South Africa's envoy to express its displeasure over the situation. Diplomatic channels are now fully engaged as both countries attempt to de-escalate tensions. For many Nigerians living in South Africa, fear and uncertainty have become daily realities. Reports indicate that dozens have already requested repatriation, seeking to return home due to safety concerns. Families back in Nigeria are also expressing deep concern, calling on the government to act swiftly and ensure the safe return of their loved ones. This is not the first time xenophobic violence has erupted in South Africa, but many believe the current situation demands a stronger and more coordinated response. As diplomatic efforts intensify, all eyes are now on both governments to find a lasting solution to this recurring crisis. The protection of lives, respect for human dignity, and preservation of African unity remain at the heart of the matter. We will continue to monitor developments and bring you updates as they unfold.